Hey singers, you want to know how to break a wine glass with your voice? This is how you do it. Scares me every time. Believe it or not, let me see what note that was. That was somewhere between an E and an F. It's not easy. These are the same glasses I've worn on Mythbusters in China, Japan, all over the place. By the way, that was glass number 158. You can see it's not a trick. They're Shattering wine glasses. Again, scares me every time I got a little bit of glass in my mouth. So, how do I do it? Well, singers, it's not easy, and I know I am the first documented, and since then we've seen people on YouTube copying me, which I'm very humbled by, but I want to go over it with you. You're far enough along in the academy, you can learn this if you want. Be part of my glass breaking tag team, if you will. Come up with a cool name for it later. But my ultimate glass breakers. It doesn't mean you're a better singer. It's just showing you the power that you can have in your voice. Because really, I wouldn't sing that way. I wouldn't sing with that. So what am I using? Let's kind of discuss it. We talked about it in the book. For one thing, I put the straw in there just so you can see. I don't even look at the straw because I wear glasses. I'm so afraid of hurting myself, cutting myself, that I do keep my eyes closed. But when I'm, I won't break another one. Maybe I'll do a lower one. So if I take a different shaped wine glass, for one, I put the straw in there. Make sure you wear glasses. Put that straw in there, and you got to breathe out with your belly. You got to give it the power push, full throttle to the ground. Shoot that column of energy straight up. It's going to hit your palate. But what I do, what's different for me, is I start with an E, because you know the E screams. That's why I have you work on the E screams. Not only is it good for metal singing, but it's also good for the glass breaking. So you start with this E, and I maintain the E in my mouth. I'm still thinking E vowel, but I start to move my lips E, so I get this ooh shape, because that is like if you watch Mythbusters, where we did in front of amplifier, we had the little 2-inch hole in front of the amplifier. So I'm making my mouth ooh, 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 shape that laser beam hole to direct that energy straight into the glass. Now, I didn't do that on Mythbusters. If you watched it took me a long time. I started with the ooh. What I learned over the years is starting with the E to get that kind of sound. It helps me to build up and get the right frequencies and then move it in. Again, when I broke the one a minute ago, it was somewhere between an E and F, you know. It wasn't either one. That's the one thing about wine glasses you're going to find when you try. They're not going to be perfect pitch all the time. So maybe I get the straw to move. So if you're going to practice, get you a good solid wine glass. It's going to be crystal, lead crystal, or titanium crystal. We use the Shattering, which are titanium crystal. They are a lot harder to break. Get your straw. You might want to, I cut the top of this one off because it was hitting me in the nose. Sometimes it flies out. Make sure you wear eyewear. I would prefer for you to keep your eyes shut, even with the eyewear on, because you're going to feel, if you're holding it in your hand, you're going to feel it vibrate. So again, I'm not going to break this one. But when you get it close to the pitch, so if I go, eep, I'm not on pitch. But as soon as I get close to the pitch, that pharyngeal tone, almost like a reinforced falsetto, eep, see how the straw flew out? And it'll ring. It's actually kind of a dead ringer. These are a little harder to break when they don't really ring out. So again, you hit the glass, you hear it in your head, breathe out, push down with the power push, think the E scream, you gotta do plenty of those. Now, I wasn't going full blast because I didn't want it to pop in my face again, but you can see from the side, ew, ew, I'm coming down to that, ew. So honestly, that's all it takes. Do a lot of your exercises in the academy, work on the E scream exercise, that pharyngeal, that a brazen pharyngeal tone. That's not a pharyngeal tone that you would sing with. Reinforced falsetto is what I also call it. But you get that almost all the heavy, beautiful resonance is kind of missing. It's kind of thinned it out, but it's still really loud. That's the tone that'll shatter the glass because it gets rid of all the harmonics and it focuses right in on the tone of the glass. Again, it doesn't matter which type of glass you have. Again, I'm not going to break this one. It can be this type. And see, it's not a good ringer, so it wasn't really ringing a lot. Let's see if I can find a good ringer. This one might be, could be wrong. So So I was a little bit off pitch. I could hear it and feel it and see it, because when I get really close, it really, really vibrates. Here, this one might ring better. And you can see how it starts to ring, and the straw starts to jump around everywhere. So that is the key. And I haven't broken it in a while. I actually just set them up today. I thought, you know what, I want to do a glass breaking video for everyone. So it's like riding a bicycle, but it's extremely hard. Actually, I tell you, I never edit my videos. I probably screamed at 2 or 3 different glasses before I started filming, just to find one I felt like I could really push to break that easy. So again, don't give up. Don't feel bad if you don't break it on the first try. It takes a lot of time. If it starts hurting your throat, stop. You definitely don't want to do that, and over time, you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to start smashing glasses. You're going to be an ultimate glass breaker. I'll see you in our next Academy video.